Reaching 80 isn't just another birthday, another candle on the cake, another year to tally. It is a profound arrival. Imagine you've been climbing a great mountain for 8 decades. You've navigated treacherous paths, weathered storms, and basked in sunlit meadows. Now you stand at a high vantage point. The air is clearer up here. The view is vast, stretching back across the landscape of your life and forward into a horizon shimmering with a different kind of light. This milestone isn't an ending, it's an unveiling. It's entering life's most honest chapter. Why honest? Because by now, the need for pretense has fallen away, like a heavy coat you no longer need to wear. The desire to impress, to compete, to prove your worth to others, it all quiets down. What's left is the pure, unvarnished truth of who you are. It's a chapter written not in frantic, hurried script, but with a slow, deliberate hand. Each word, each day carries the weight and wisdom of all that has come before. It's a time of profound self-acceptance, where you can finally look in the mirror and greet the person you see with kindness, understanding, and a deep, abiding respect for the journey that brought you here. Let's speak of the first great truth of this chapter. Your body is your home, now more than ever. For 80 years this vessel has carried you. It has danced, run, worked, and loved. It has healed from injuries and illnesses, and it bears the beautiful, intricate map of your life in its lines and scars. It may not move as quickly as it once did. There may be new aches and creaks that announce themselves each morning. But this is not a sign of failure. It is a testament to its endurance. This body is a faithful companion that deserves your utmost care and gratitude. So yes, take your medications with diligence. They are the tools that help maintain this precious home. Keep your appointments with doctors and specialists. Think of them not as chores, but as consultations with trusted advisors who can help you keep your home in the best possible repair. But care goes so much deeper than that. It's about listening, truly listening. When your body asks for rest, grant it. When it craves movement, indulge it. A gentle walk in the park, feeling the ground beneath your feet. Simple stretches in the morning sun, waking up your muscles with kindness. Perhaps it's water aerobics, where you can feel both weightless and strong. The goal is no longer about pushing limits, it's about celebrating abilities, and nourish this home. Think of food not as a set of rules, but as a source of pleasure and energy. A vibrant salad, a warm bowl of soup, a piece of fruit picked at its peak. Sharing a meal with someone you love is a nourishment for the soul as well as the body. And don't forget your mind. Keep it curious. Read books, do puzzles, learn a new word each day, engage in conversations that make you think. Your mind is the vibrant, living heart of your home. This brings us to the second, and perhaps most profound truth. Relationships are your real wealth. The stocks and bonds, the property, the material possessions, they all pale in comparison to the richness of human connection. At 80, your portfolio of relationships is your greatest asset. It's the love you've given and received, the laughter you've shared, the hands you've held through triumph and sorrow. This is the currency that truly matters. So it's time to manage this wealth with wisdom. Forgive old grudges. Think of a grudge as a heavy stone you've been carrying in your pocket for years or even decades. It has weighed you down, worn a hole in your spirit. Forgiveness is not about saying what happened was okay. It's about choosing to put the stone down. It's a gift of freedom you give to yourself. Reach out. Write the letter, make the call. You may be surprised to find the other person is just as eager to lay their own burden down. And while you cherish the old familiar bonds, remain open to the new. It is never, ever too late to make a new friend. Join a book club. Take a painting class. Volunteer at the local library or animal shelter. You have a lifetime of experience to share, and you might just find a kindred spirit in the most unexpected of places. These new connections are like fresh streams flowing into the deep river of your life, bringing new energy and perspective. Nurture the bonds with family. If you are a grandparent or great-grandparent, you hold a unique and sacred role. You are the bridge between the past and the future. Share your stories, but more importantly, listen to theirs. Be a safe harbor, a source of unconditional love. And remember to also nurture the most important relationship of all, the one with your partner, if you are fortunate enough to still have them by your side. After so many years, it's easy to fall into routine. Make a conscious effort to see them anew. Hold hands. Share a quiet cup of coffee. Remind each other of the young people you once were, and celebrate the incredible journey you've made together. We must also speak of the empty chairs at the table. At 80, loss is an intimate acquaintance. The grief for friends, siblings, and spouses who have gone before you is a testament to the love you shared. Do not hide from this sorrow. Honor their memory. Speak their names. Tell their stories. In doing so, you keep their spirit alive within you, and their love continues to be a part of your wealth. The third truth is about your legacy. Share your stories, but don't cling to the illusion of perfection. Your life is not a curated highlight reel. It is a grand, sprawling, epic novel filled with triumphs, tragedies, comedies, and moments of quiet grace. Your children and grandchildren don't need to hear that you were flawless. They need to hear how you navigated the messy, complicated, beautiful reality of being human. Your mistakes made you human. Your regrets taught you compassion. The times you fell and got back up taught you resilience. Share the story of the job you didn't get, the investment that failed, the time you were wrong and had to apologize. These are not tales of failure. They are masterclasses in wisdom. When you share your vulnerability, you give others permission to be vulnerable too. You show them that it's okay to be imperfect, to struggle, and to keep going anyway. That is a legacy far more powerful than any tale of unbroken success. And how do you share these stories? It doesn't have to be a formal memoir. Get a simple notebook and a good pen. Label old photographs with names and dates on the back. Sit with a grandchild and a tape recorder, and just talk. Let them ask you questions. What did your childhood home smell like? What was your first love like? What was the hardest decision you ever had to make? Your voice telling your truth is one of the most precious gifts you can leave behind. Your legacy is also in the things you do. The recipe for your famous apple pie, the way you tend your garden, the lullaby you sing. These are all stories, passed down through action and love. And that leads us to the fourth truth, a truth of profound liberation. You have earned the right to say no. For decades, you have likely been a people pleaser, a parent, a spouse, an employee, a friend, a caregiver. You've said yes when you were tired, yes when you were overwhelmed, yes because it was expected of you. You have filled everyone else's cup, often from your own empty one. Now is the time to stop. Stop pleasing everyone else at the expense of your own peace. This is not an act of selfishness. It is an act of profound self-respect. Your time and your energy are your most precious, non-renewable resources. Guard them fiercely. Saying no to a draining social obligation means you can say yes to an afternoon of quiet reading. Saying no to family drama means you can say yes to a peaceful walk in nature. Saying no to unsolicited advice means you can say yes to trusting your own intuition, which has been honed over 80 years. Saying no creates the space for a more intentional yes. Say yes to what lights you up. Say yes to spontaneity. Say yes to that hobby you always meant to try. Say yes to sitting on the porch and doing absolutely nothing at all. You are the curator of your own days now. Fill them only with what is beautiful, meaningful, and true for you. And finally, the truth that underpins all the others. Every single day is a gift, not a guarantee. This is not a morbid thought, but a joyful one. It is the secret to unlocking a profound sense of peace and contentment. The past is a memory, the future a mystery. All we truly have is this moment, right now. So practice the art of being present. When you drink your morning coffee, truly taste it. Notice its warmth, its aroma. When you sit in the garden, don't just see the flowers. Notice the intricate patterns on a single petal, the buzz of a bee, the feeling of the sun on your skin. Let go of the habit of worry. You have lived long enough to know that most of what we fear never comes to pass, and we have the strength to handle what does. Worrying is like paying a debt you may not even owe. Instead, pay attention. Attention is the currency of love for life itself. So love deeply and without reservation. Tell people you love them, every chance you get. Worry less about the state of the world and more about the state of your own heart. Find something to be grateful for every day, even if it's just the comfort of your own bed. Gratitude is the antidote to despair. It shifts your focus from what is missing to what is abundant. And your life at 80 is abundant. And remember, please remember, 80 is not the end of your story. It is not a final page or a concluding paragraph. It is not a postscript. The world often treats aging as a decline, a fading away. But you know the truth. It is a ripening, a deepening, a distillation of the spirit. You are not a rough draft anymore. You are the finished work, the culmination of a lifetime of effort, love, and learning. This is your masterpiece chapter. Live it with the dignity, grace, and quiet confidence of the masterpiece you are.